Good morning, my walking warriors. I hope this day finds you doing okay, or doing great actually. It's kind of an overcast day here in Oregon, but it's a beautiful day at that. So today I just wanted to do a short check-in because I don't really have anything prepared. I know I have a couple things in the works, so be on the lookout for those couple of things. I still have the solved homicides for the Yakima Indian Nation to do, and I have a potential missing persons to do, and then possibly an unsolved homicide to do. So I am working on a couple things. So I wanted to know how you felt the past few videos have been. The Yakima Indigenous women homicides and missing persons, and also the haunted mansion that I covered. And I wanted to see if those are things that you guys are interested in. And also I wanted to do a check-in to see how all of my followers are doing, and if you're doing okay, spectacular, wonderful, and whatnot. So let's start off with, how do you feel that the Yakima Indigenous Indian Tribe videos went? Did you think that they went okay? If so, what did you like about it? Please put in the comment section, and what you didn't like about it, put in the comment section as well. Also, if you could share my videos so more people could follow me, that would be wonderful. And how did you think that the Haunted Mansion video went? Did you think that went okay? Or if it didn't go okay, either or, put those comments in the comment section below, and I'll work on those, and I'll work on my presentations. I still don't know how to edit my videos to put pictures in, but my husband said that he would help me try to figure out how to do that. So I have gone to a computer whiz, and I'm going to work on that. If my husband can't help me, maybe my 12-year-old can, because he's the next person. He's my next tech go-to guru that I go to when I'm having problems. So what kinds of things would you like to see? Would you like to see more haunted stories? Would you like to see more sorry, there's a garbage truck coming in here to pick up a garbage container. Just when you think you're gonna have some silent time, right? But what would you like to see more of? Would you like to hear more haunted stories? Because I can do research on haunted stories. If you have any requests, put them in the comment box, and I will definitely search and do some research on those and get some stories out there for you. What about true crime? Is there more true crime that you would like to know about? Put those in the comment section, and I will definitely do my research on those as well and get that going for you. And missing persons, if you have any missing persons that you would like to know more about, or you would like to spread the word of, put that in the comment section, and I will get that going for you as well. I know that I don't have as many followers as most podcasters do, because at current date I only have 11 followers, but I am slowly trying to gain more followers. I posted a small video on TikTok sharing my weight loss story, so hopefully that will help. I had like 42 likes on those videos, and I was hoping to gain more followers. I talked to my therapist about it, and he said to just kind of get out there and mingle with other podcasters for some shout outs. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. But spreading the word from my current followers, that's one way to do it. If you guys could spread the word, that would be great. So how are we doing walking wise? I did really good yesterday, but the day before I've been having kind of a fibro issue because the weather here has just been kind of wonky. It'll be 90 degrees one day and 70 degrees the next. So when it does that, I tend to have fibro flare-ups. So I had a fibro flare-up the other day, and I was only able to get 9,770 steps in for the day, which is still a lot more than I thought I did. I thought I had only gotten in like 6,000, but it turns out I got in a lot more. Just like yesterday, I thought I had only gotten in like 7,000 steps, but it turns out I actually broke over 11,000 steps, which isn't as much as I normally do, but considering I'm going through a fibro flare-up, it's a lot better than what I thought. So, I do have a funny story from yesterday, though. My husband and I drive to a parking lot across the street just to sit and talk about what's going on with our children and talk about how our day's going and whatnot. And we were sitting there, and all of a sudden this honeybee flies in, and we have one of those air freshener disc things from Bath and Body Works, and it's got like a Chantilly lace plastic cover on the front of it, but it's a big gapped Chantilly lace kind of cover on the front of it, and this honeybee managed to get underneath the lace part, and he thought it was honey, so he was stuck underneath there, and I was like, I wonder if he's even going to be able to get out. Well, he managed to get out, and he kept flying around the front seat of the car, and my husband's got an allergy to bee stings, so I was like, well, crap, what are we going to do? We can't risk stinging you, because the older you get, the worse your allergy can actually get. And the last time he got stung by a bee sting was about 15, 20 years ago, and he got a welt the size of a football on his stomach. And so I was like, I don't want him to get stung by a bee and have to call 911 just so they can come and administer a EpiPen to him. So, I opened the window was open, and I kind of got him shooed out of the car, and then he came flying right back in, so I had to actually physically get out of the car for him to fly out. Well, then he turned around and came right back in again about 5 minutes later, and this bee went to the middle armrest between the front seats, and there's a gap there, a hole, and he flew down in the hole, and my husband had his arm resting on this armrest, and I was like, well, don't make him mad, and excuse me, and so we finally got the bee. I opened the front door, I got completely out of the car, the bee came and landed on my seat. I scooted him out of my seat with a roll of paper towels to where he was on the door frame, and I thought, well, I'll just slam the door and kill the honeybee, you know. I mean, I know that's not the greatest thing to do since we have a major honeybee shortage, but at the same time, I didn't want my husband to get stung by a honeybee and go into epileptic shock, or anaphylaxis shock, I'm sorry. So I slammed the door, and the honeybee just kind of saunters out between the cracks of the door frame, and he just walked along the side of the car, so I got those paper towels and I shoot him off, and he finally flew away. But the fact that this honeybee was so determined to just spend time in our car was just kind of mildly funny. So that's my funny story from yesterday. And to all you mothers out there, I'm having a hard time with my 12-year-old. I understand he's going to be a teenager, but he is so disrespectful. And I'm not sure what to do. I've taken away all of his electronics until he cleaned his bedroom, and he finally cleaned his bedroom. But he's still so disrespectful, and I don't know what to do with him, honestly. I'm afraid he's going to grow up and be just a disrespectful jerk and take major advantage of women, and basically he's got the behavior problems of what you hear come along with serial killers when they get older. And I don't want him to be like a criminal when he gets older. So I implore you, what kinds of things can I do to make my son more respectful of people? If you have any ideas, could you please leave them in the comment section below, or whatnot, because I'm at a loss. I don't know exactly what to do. I've taken away his electronics. He actually called me a bitch the other night. Pardon my language, but that's what he actually called me. And I'm at a loss with what to do with him. So if you could let me know what you think and what's worked for you, that would be great. Because I am at a loss, and I had to leave the house and go on a walk the other night because of what he said to me, and I was so upset. He has never been so mean and so disrespectful to me before than the night he called me a bitch. So if you could please just help me out here, let me know exactly what you've done with your teenagers, or even words of encouragement would be great, because I feel like I'm failing him as a mother. And I know that I'm not. I know that I'm doing the best that I can. I mean, the kid has chores. He's got responsibilities that he needs to do. It's not like he just gets everything handed to him. He has to earn what he gets. But yeah, so I am at a major loss. And I'm noticing in the camera, see these beautiful clouds and the sky? But you can also see it's kind of an overcast. Sorry, I just had like a major squirrel moment. I just thought that was beautiful. But so yeah, if you could just let me know what you've done and what's worked for you, or even just words of encouragement, that would be great. Because like I said, I feel like I'm failing him as a mother, even though I know I'm not. But the feelings are still there, and it's hard to be a mother in this day and age when there's so many outside influences going on. And my husband tries to be helpful, but he's really not. He, one minute he'll be sticking to my guns, and then the next minute he'll be like, okay, buddy, well, you can have your electronics back, but tomorrow. And it's like, no, that's not how this works. Not tomorrow, not you can have your electronics back, but tomorrow you have to clean your bedroom. And he actually did that to me. Tomorrow you have to clean your bedroom, but today you can have your electronics back. And I was trying to get him to clean his bedroom that day. So, of course, my son listened to his dad, and that really didn't help my cause. So anyways, that's my plight of the day. So back to how we're all doing. How are you guys all doing with your walking? I know my friends in Yakima are having a hard time right now because there's the Schneider Creek fires, and that's leaving the air quality as total bleakness. The air quality is just horrible. You can't go outside and breathe normally because the air quality is so bad. I've had one person describe it to me as you go outside and it's like being hit by a wall of smoke. I've had another person say that when they go outside, it gets really hard to breathe. So my heart goes out to all of my Yakima friends, and that includes Sela, Cowiche, Natchez, and obviously Yakima. So we had a couple days where it was smoky outside, but nothing like what you guys have been going through. We've got some fires here in Oregon as well, but I think they're pretty well contained now, if I remember right. I could be wrong on that. If any of you guys have heard anything in the news and it's different from what I say, please let me know. Also, I wanted to ask you, have any of my friends used CBD products? My husband is seriously considering trying CBD products, and we've got a CBD company in mind called higherwellness.com. And if you use CBD products, I strongly suggest that you visit this company. It's 100% CBD, no THC. It comes from hemp products alone, and they have great moral standards. They aren't just out for it for the money, they're out for it to help people. So that's always a great incentive when you're looking for a company, is the fact that they're doing it to help, not to make major money. So that's higherwellness.com. HIGHERWELLNESS.com. So that is owned and operated locally in Colorado. So it's owned by a young couple that created it. They've got CBD gummies, tincture drops, dab pens, and salves that you can actually rub on your joints if you have problems with your hands or feet or ankles or whatnot. So they've got quite the selection to go for, and different flavors. They've got 4 major flavors. They've got, blueberry, Girl Scout cookie, watermelon haze, and pineapple. And from what I understand from one of the owners, watermelon haze and pineapple are her favorites. So if I can get the approval from my doctors, because I'm on 2 different pain contracts, and I don't know if I can use CBD products while being on the pain contracts. From what I understand, the pineapple and the watermelon haze are the best flavors, and I would really like to try the watermelon haze. But like I said, it's 100% THC free. It's straight CBD. It comes in different milligrams. The gummies come in 600 milligrams, and the tinctures come in 500 milligrams or 1,000 milligrams. And the prices are reasonable. The prices are very reasonable. So I am not a paid sponsor of this company. I've just done my research, and I've heard great and amazing things about it. So please don't think I'm being paid for throwing this out there, because I'm not. They also have 4 different podcasts that I listen to on the daily, and I listen to them over and over and over again. So they're YouTubers. They do Apple Podcasts. They are also on Spotify. So if you ever want to listen to a great podcast, there's one called The Sesh. That's SESH. There's one called Lights Out Podcast. There's one called The Mile Higher. And there's one that's just strictly Kendall Ray. So shout out to Kendall Ray and her husband Josh. But anyways, if you've used CBD products, what was your experience with it? Did it help you? Did it help you feel better? Because I'm really trying to find something that's going to help me feel better. I'm already on pain medication, and it takes the edge off, but it doesn't give me total relief. And I'm looking for something that might help aid in that relief. And I'm not a pot smoker. I don't smoke pot. I've never smoked pot. I did try edibles once in my lifetime, but that only lasted for like 10 minutes and it was gone, and I was like, well, that was really worth it, you know. So it was, I made zucchini bread and we put green butter on the zucchini bread, and it didn't last but 10 minutes for me. So I don't think pot is the way to go. I live in a state where marijuana is legalized, but I'm just not a pot smoker. I just can't get behind it. I don't condone or condemn anybody else that smokes it. I don't have any judgments against people that smoke it. I think if it works for them, it works for them, and that's perfectly fine. But I was married in my first marriage, and marijuana actually tore our marriage apart. So I can't get behind the whole pot smoking thing. But that's just me. But, well, I think I'm going to end this podcast today right here where it stands. And I'm going to see if it will stay up. YouTube may take it down due to talking about marijuana. But we shall see, I guess. But I hope you have a great day. And I will see you later. Bye, my lovelies.